Blasting in the brains of these hoes and establishing a name as he goes. The passion and the flame is ignited. You can't put it out once we light it. This shit is exactly what the fuck that I'm talking about when we riot. You dealing with a few true villains who stand.
What's up, you guys? My name is Carnage, and today I'm bringing you a free-for-all on Fallen using the Scar Light, which happens to be my favorite gun in this game, even better than the Type 95. I'm not going to say it's a better gun, but it just happens to be my more favorite. I feel more comfortable using that gun rather than more than any gun in this entire game. I'm using it with the silencer, and I believe with Focus, I believe it's called, which is Reduce Flinch, Sleight of Hand Pro, Quickdraw Pro, and Marksman, which is a really undervalued perk. I'm surprised that more people don't use it because, in case most of you guys, I'm surprised most people don't use it because, never mind, I don't know where the fuck I'm going with this, but I'm going to explain what Marksman is. Marksman essentially is the long distance, it's made for the snipers, I'm guessing. That's what I'm assuming. Because I think when you get a pro, you hold your breath longer. So I'm guessing it's made for snipers, but it's really helpful on like the assault rifles, like the Type 95, the M16, the long range ones that are made for more long range battles rather than something like it's kind of like the AK. Like that's not really made for a long range weapon, considering how much recoil's on it. And so it's really, what essentially it does is it just pops up their name. So you may not even see the person, but their name will come up, and I can't even explain how many times it has helped me. Like I'll know a general area where a guy is, but I can't really see him, and I'll just like move my cursor, I'll move my sight back and forth, like the right stick, like you just hit left, right, left, right, left, right, and then finally a guy's name will come up, and then I'll just shoot at right where I saw the name, and then I'll end up getting a kill. It usually results in a headshot too, because usually you can't really see. It's kind of hard to see a head rather than like their entire body. The kill streaks I'm using this game are 357 with the UAV, Predator missile, and attack helicopter, which is a very good kill streak setup for free for all, search and destroy, and also not necessarily a game type, but it's also really good for leveling up because it's 3 kill streaks that are not too hard to get to. Usually if you get your UAV, it leads to your Predator missile. Your Predator missile usually leads to your attack helicopter. Depending on how good of a skill you are, that may come more often than others. But it's definitely one of those kill streaks where you can use them, and they can really help you learn the game because you're not really camping to get those kill streaks. It's not exactly the hardest to get to, but they're not so easy to the point where it doesn't matter. Because like the attack helicopter, it can do some damage. Like it's good. I think it's the best kill streak in the game. Not based on how well, like how many people it can kill, but based on how long it takes to get to it and how many kills you can get with it. Like if it stays up for the entire time, I would not be surprised to see if someone got 10 kills from it because that's how good it is. They really hurt it in MW2 because it was so good in COD 4, but in Black Ops they made it better, and in this game it's really coming back. It's almost maybe as good as the COD 4 version. Maybe not as good, but because that was the highest kill streak in COD 4 you could get. So, and I don't remember anyone ever shooting down kills. I don't remember anyone ever shooting down air support in COD 4 because you didn't really see it a lot. So yeah, I mean, it's definitely a good kill streak setup, especially for leveling up, because UAV gets you 100 points. The Predator missile gets you, usually if you call it in, say you get a kill with it, it gets you 100 points. Calling 10 of those, there's 1,000 XP. Calling 50 of them, there's 5,000. Calling 100 of them, there's 10,000. You can really level up really quickly. That way, and also the specialist perks, and that was what I mainly want to talk about for this video, was how to rank up fast. Most people have said it already, but I want to give you guys my tips on how to rank up fast because mine are just a little bit different. So it starts off basically, you want to pick your favorite gun in the game. Whatever gun you see as the best gun in the game, whichever one you feel the most comfortable with, for not necessarily single scenarios, but just once in like all scenarios in general. So what's your favorite at long range? What's your favorite at short range? What's your favorite at with hip fire? What's your favorite to get certain kill streaks? Try and combine that all into finding one gun that does that the best, and then that's the gun you're going to want to use, because now you're going to equip that with the specialist perks. And so the best game mode I find to rank up fast is to be kill confirmed. So what you're going to want to do is, since you're not going to be really trying to get high kill streaks, you're going to want to pick ones that are perfect. Say you don't even need kill streaks to get them, because you're not going to be getting any kill streaks with the specialist package. So my 3 favorite perks to use are Sleight of Hand Pro, Quickdraw Pro, and Dead Silence Pro. If you don't have Dead Silence, you can always go with Steady Aim Pro. That's probably maybe even better for kill confirm because not many people are really listening to footsteps in this game, unless you get into the search and destroy crowd. Then then it's a completely different scene. Sorry, one second. I just want to move my mic away from my mouth for a little bit. So now you got your perks. The best way to rank up is playing kill confirmed, and you want to use your specialist perks, your 3 that you get before you get all of them. You want to pick those 3 as probably the 3 most powerful other than what you've picked. So those, my first choice is gotta be Assassin. I know everyone hates it in this game, me including, but the fact of the matter is it is very powerful, and usually, since you're not going to be using Hardline, you're going to need 2 kills. If you're not using a silenced weapon, that's a perfect time to get Assassin, because that's when people are going to start throwing up UAVs and probably going to try and look for you, because, you know, people have that mentality in this game. If they don't know where anyone is, they're going to go for the person that killed them, because that's really the only general idea they know of where one person is. They don't know exactly where you are, but they have a certain idea of where you're going to go. And that's why it's very common that you see revenge killers in free-for-all, because it's just every man for himself. I mean, your enemy's not going to tell you where he is. He's not going to be like, hey, where are you hiding, man? Oh, I'm over here, dude. Come kill me. No one does that. So now the second I find very important is if you're not going to be really using, since you're using Sleight of Hand, that means you're not using Scavenger. I find that to be very important as your second one, because at that point you're going to have 4 kills. And depending on how much ammo you have to use, depending on, say you get into one gunfight where you have to use the whole clip, then you have, say we're using the Scar, just for example. You start with 60 shots plus your full magazine. You have 90 shots total. Say you spend on one guy a full magazine. That means you have 60 shots to kill three other people. You got to average about 20 shots per person, and that's not necessarily that easy if it's at long range. If it's at short range, you can do that pretty simple. I mean, with me, I find myself using, like, you see right there? That's not even that far of a range, and it took me a full clip. Granted, that probably wasn't the best accuracy I've ever had, but you know. Here I completely failed with a grenade and nearly killed myself. I would have been so ticked if that happened. But now that you figured out your second perk to be Scavenger, the third and final one I find to be most important is to use one of the 2 that you did not use from the 3rd tier perk. If you're not using Dead Silence, pick that as your 3rd. If you're not using Steady Aim, pick that as your 3rd. Some other people are going to want to say, well, why not Recon? Why not Stalker? Why not Hardline? Hardline you're not going to need because you're going to get, if you're going for an MOAB, which this is not really what that's about, then you're gonna get it at 24. It's not that big of a deal because you get Hardline. Stalker, I find that perk so hard to get used to. Granted, it makes you're really hard to kill, but remember, you're using Stalker, so you got to deal with that problem too. And I'm terrible with Stalker. I hate it. I hate using it. I hate going against it. I'm just all around terrible with it. So and then Recon, that's a good perk to use, but I still find Steady Aim and Dead Silence to be the best one for your 6. So just to wrap it all up. Pick your favorite gun that fits the 4 needs of close and long range battles, kill streak builders, and map style. Your 3 main perks to start off with: Sleight of Hand, Quickdraw, Dead Silence / Steady Aim. And 3 perks you want to put as your kill streaks to be are Assassin, Scavenger, and then Dead Silence / Steady Aim, whichever one you're not starting with, and play and kill confirm. Do that, and you will rank up very quickly in this game. You'll find me doing that all the time, so hope you guys enjoyed this informative video. If you did, go and click that like rating, and I'll see you all later. Bye.